Hello dear Wonderlandians, I'm Blade and welcome back to my Wonderland. A little bit of a different setting today. The sun is shining, spring is here, and I thought let's have a look at some of these MaoMao figures. First, which I already unboxed. There is this MaoMao Nendoroid, which you would all love to hear that we are getting the teased re-release of the original design of MaoMao and Jinchi Nendoroids, which I'm glad because I missed out on the Jinchi. I actually also originally missed out on the MaoMao, but luckily got her from another collector that was selling her on Facebook Marketplace. Yay! Yes, the ears are a bit annoying and they do fall off like the tail, but once you get them balanced, it looks so adorable, and I can't help but have her in this. Let me just fix that. There we are. At least they're a bit more of a tighter fit than Ciel's head from Black Butler. That Nendoroid. Oh, the Nendoroid doll was so frustrating. Anyway, so here is our little Petite haul for today. And these are the first two prized figures that I got initially of MaoMao. And then also the pop-up parade, which even though I got her from Ami, I ended up paying more than her pre-order price, which is very frustrating. Anyway, let's get to the figure at hand. And this is simply titled MaoMao by Bandai Spirits, and she's sitting down in the classic scene. Unfortunately, she does not come with the chair in the picture, which I was sorely disappointed because yeah, she does need a chair, and for those of you who do follow me, you know that I have rectified that, and I got the relaxed time rem and I stole her chair and gave it to MaoMao, and it just looks so good. Even still though, she looks adorable sitting by herself. But anyway, so packed like any usual crane game figure. I bought these all from Bandai because it just ends up being cheaper than getting them from my local stores that do pop up the prices. I do like to support them when I can, but only if the price is a reasonable upcharge. Otherwise, some of them are just absolutely ridiculous sometimes. So I generally use Bandai to get my prize figures, and I don't mind waiting because there is quite an abundance, and as you would have saw, we're very lucky with Apothecary Diaries merch, especially MaoMao figures, and the quality is pretty surprising. So having a look at this, the quality already is quite lovely. You can see the tag on the back. I like to show you little snippets so you know that you've got an authentic product. And they've wrapped her so nicely. I love that they've protected her head. That's got all these details. Don't have to put stupid chopsticks in there either. Thank you so much, Bandai Spirits. Bandai Spirits can be a bit iffy with quality sometimes, but this looks so nice already. Oh my goodness, look at her chopsticks, and I love the little shine on her eyelashes and her ears, and I love that they have a tail. Oh, this is so adorable, and I love this scene. The only annoyance is this peg that you pop her in the top can come apart really easily. It's not very snug, so be careful if you knock her. But otherwise, here she is together. Isn't she just adorable? For a prize figure, she is incredible, and I got her brand new from Bandai for like $10 AUD, which is just insane. Of course, that doesn't account for postage and GST, so you know, it ends up being, though, less than I would get in Australia, so that still feels like a win for me. Now the next one, we have another Bandai Spirits figure, and I'm probably most excited about this figure, I'm not gonna lie, and it's MaoMao in her Moon Fairy outfit. Well, I'm supportive of the Moon Fairy, which is Jinchi, of course. Goodness. Also exciting news, I was just checking my figure collection before I made this video, and Triad, the brand that makes prize figures, Triad is making a MaoMao and a Jinchi. Oh my goodness, I'm not gonna believe until I see pictures to see that he is not chibi. I just want a normal scale Jinchi. Oh, just his hair and his normal outfit, not any weird stuff. Please be normal. I'm so excited, and their quality is usually just divine. So, well, for a prize figure. So I am so excited. So there we are, we're gonna finally get a Jinchi. We have these noodles stopper coming out by the end of the year, but I need some Jinchis to balance out my MaoMaos in my collection. Anyway, back to this figure, but there's so much. I'm surprised how much they're getting figure-wise, so Very impressed. And look at this. I do love how they've packaged it here with the instructions. It feels very luxurious for a prize figure, and how they've carefully packaged everything as well. The only thing though is look at this just absolutely disappointing, disgusting base. Oh, yuck. Sorry, but it's just, it doesn't even have the credentials on the bottom. But this is authentic. As you can see, the fan quality is so beautiful. I think they spent their price making the figure actually very nice, and the base is just like, I don't know, just generic, just no work at all, which is disappointing, but at least the dress is so dynamic that it's going to cover that, hopefully. But getting to the main figure, oh my goodness. I just love, I absolutely adore the dynamic of this piece, and she's so gorgeous too. The details, like her face makeup with the earrings and her hair, it's so, for a prize figure, I was so shocked when I saw pictures of this, and I'm like, I have to get this. And even that being said, I was late getting it, but I'm still so excited unboxing this. It's such an awesome quality for a prize figure, and her sash is so dynamic and gorgeous and kept its shape. I'm so impressed. So stunning. Oh my goodness. And I am getting some more prize figures. Anyway, have a look at the bottom. We've got the little code there too, and the shoe design too. Oh, and the sleeve. Oh. And they filled it in, not that you're going to see it anyway, but look at the details of her face. I'm just so in love with her makeup. Unfortunately, she wasn't asked to get on this space. Goodness, she did not want to stand on it. I do get her, actually. I would be disgusted too as a beautiful figure trying to stand on such a hideous base, but I digress. Jelly works layout, but at least it hides it, so I won't worry. And for the price I got it for as well, a bit more expensive than the other one, more towards $30, but is so worth it. And just getting the fan on there, following the instructions, it was a bit of wiggle trying to get it on, but I did eventually, and look how gorgeous she is all together. Oh my goodness. She's definitely my favorite out of this lot. I feel she's just, for the price and everything, she's just gives so well. Definitely recommend. That being said, I'm looking forward to the I think it's called Masterpiece series, MaoMao in the Garden Party outfit, and that has a much prettier base too, so it's gonna be competition. Now let's get to the pop-up parade, and this also has a re-release coming out. I'm pretty sure pre-orders is still available, which I'm glad, because even though this does have some downsides, that being said, she is probably one of the better generic MaoMaos to pick up, and it's because she shows her bandage on her arm. She also has carrying the herb. She's in like the OP pose when she's looking at Jinchi, but god damn it, good smile, can't you just please do a pop-up parade where Jinshi's looking back to match this, please? Ah, we need more Jinchi, I swear. And just having a look, I do love the little print they have in this box, but of course it is ruined by what I call, they do like almost like a sports logo for the colors of the characters, and I think it just ruins the aesthetic. Imagine if they did a full-on background so you could pull out the base and display it with a really cool background and paper base. But, I digress. For those who don't know, there are different scale qualities of pop-up parades, and this is the lowest, so even that being said, it is expensive. The new pre-order price, which is generic, is about $30 USD, and for Australian dollars about $45. And considering the good quality price figures you can get for this price, it is debatable, definitely questionable what you would prefer, because this does have, it's not perfect. Anyway, let's get into this. So what I do love is her face is gorgeous, and it shows her freckles really clearly, and her eye decals just gorgeous. Her fringe cast is lovely, and the bandage is really cool too. But her beads, even though you think, oh, they're okay, they're actually probably the worst painted I've seen of pop-up parade MaoMaos. They're actually pretty not on point. And I do love the hair bun little, but then it's ruined by being filled. I don't know why they couldn't make a bit more of aesthetic sculpt. I've seen a bit better on some prize figures, or just made it hollow to make it look more aesthetic, I think. I do love the colour of the skirt and that it's a bit more matte than prize figures. But that being said, prize figures have been getting the skirt colour right, so it's not too many points. The undergarments are surprisingly accurate and it's a nice touch, even though you're probably not going to see them most of the time. Well, any of the time for me anyway. And the basket with herbs, the basket is really nicely detailed, but the herbs could have used some shading if they could, because you lose the sculpt in that. And unfortunately, what I showed you before, she does not fit flush on the stand. I wonder if they're going to fix this issue for the new re-releases. I do hope so for your sake. But otherwise, I'm going to have to fix it or just leave it as is. And it's an issue with every MaoMao, unfortunately, with the first release. That being said, I do really love this figure and I'm glad to add to the collection, even though unfortunately I spent $65 on her, which I do not think she is worth. But didn't have any choice at the time because I was excited, I saw it was in stock, and I didn't double check the basic pop-up parade rate, unfortunately. That being said, I have had her for a while, so I guess enjoying her having on display before the re-release, so that's the price to pay for that. I am so excited for also, I have the Poison MaoMao. She is sitting next to me in the box right now and I just cannot wait to unbox her. Oh, hopefully I can get that very soon. I'm doing a lot of rearrangement in my collection, which has made it really hard to walk in my collection room, but hopefully soon, because I think she's going to be my favorite. But oh my goodness, if you know, you know, there are so many incredible new prize figures of MaoMao and Jinji coming out. I am so excited to see, and fingers crossed we can get some more beautiful scales in the future. Oh, scale of Jinji, I'd be so happy. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. Please let me know what's your favorite Apothecary Diary figure that has come out or you already have. I would love to hear in the comments. But until next week, take care, treat yourself, and I'll see you then. Bye!